It's been a while since I made one of these. So, what is year 4? I'm sure some of you guys are wondering this, and it seems so obvious to me because, you know, this is my challenge, and sometimes I forget that this isn't something that everybody knows. You know, like what is he talking about when he's talking about year 3, year 4, and stuff like that? And I'll tell you. I'll tell you. When I started on YouTube, I knew that personally I had this problem, where, and some of you guys might relate with this problem, I can't get any work done unless I have a deadline. Nothing happens, especially creatively. It's so difficult for me to put something out because it always feels like it's not done, it's not perfect, I haven't finished it. And the only thing that lets me put things out is have a deadline. And that's what it was, you know? I loved video game music, and I loved making, you know, playing video game music on my guitar. And I needed a way to put that out, and I couldn't do it unless I had a structure to it, like something to tell me I need to put something out, even if it's not done, even if I hate it. And it was the best decision I had ever made. It was the best decision for me, for myself creatively. I have grown so much as a musician, so much more than I would have if I didn't do this, if I didn't do these years. So what's year 4? Year 4 is the 4th year that I've successfully done a video game cover, medley, whatever, once a week without missing a single week. And every year I wanted to up the ante. The first one was just, all right, video game something, you know, for a year. Then I wanted to do year 2, but I didn't want it to be the same thing, right? I didn't want it to be just, you know, you're not getting any better if you're not upping the ante. So I said, I am going to do a medley every month. And I won't settle for anything less. Medley a month. And then year 3, I wanted to do a huge video game project at the end of the year that no other, yeah, that I wouldn't normally do. Something so big, just a big finale of something just totally new. And I made Replay, and it's my most successful video. And then this year I told myself I need to do all the things that I did the past 3 years, but I need to collaborate with people once a month. I did a collaboration every month with somebody new. So I've thought a lot about it, and I thought about, am I doing everything that I can do to be the best musician I possibly can be? And for the most part, I think, yeah. I mean, if I didn't do these challenges, I might be a better musician. I could have spent that time doing something else, but I had fun. I'm having fun. I'm having fun doing this. I'm having fun building a community and building such an insane musical library. Something I've done, if some of you guys are new here, at the end of every year challenge that I've done, I've showed how many songs and hours and stuff I've done. If you add up every song that I've done, year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, it's 598 songs just in the year challenges. That doesn't even include the top 10 medleys and Necrodancer and all that stuff. 598, that's not a small number by any means, you know? Especially for creating music. And I added up how many hours, and it's almost 16 hours of music that I've created. 15 hours and 52 minutes of music. Not including top 10, not including 50 songs and whatever, just year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, which is insane. One of the craziest things for me is every time I've finished a year, I look back at the year and I think, like, how can I possibly top this, you know? Like, I finished year 1 and I succeeded at that, and I was like, man, how can I top this? If I do this again, like, how could I possibly do anything bigger? And year 2 is when I started getting into meeting Danny B and all of these indie composers and stuff. I was just like, okay, how can I possibly do any better than this? And then after year 3, I was able to work on Crypto the Necrodancer, which is, I think, one of the biggest achievements I've ever made towards the goal that I would like to do, like that I'm aiming for. So, you know, after working on something that won, like, Best Audio of 2016, beating out Star Wars Battlefront, Metal Gear Solid 5, I got to work on something like that. It's like, how do you beat that? And then this year I got to do a video with one of my biggest influences of all time, since one of the reasons I play guitar, John Petrucci. He came to my goddamn house and played Mario with me. Not only that, it was such a pleasure to get to do Through the Fire and the Flames with Caleb Hiles. That's like, that's the untouchable song. And I got to do that, and I have that on my channel, and I'm proud of it. I'm proud of my favorite song from year 4 was probably Otherworld with Jack. We made something so cool and so like that cover, just like when I watched that video, there was something magic there. And the other thing, of course, the Super Mario Super Medley, dude. Like, I just wanted to do this medley with 15 other dudes, you know? And I was like, that would be sick, you know? So I started looking at the list of people who I'd want to be on that. And I was like, man, I've made so many friends, so many wonderful, amazing, talented friends throughout the years that I've done this. And I realized I need to do something with as many as I can. I want to try to make the biggest YouTube music collaboration on YouTube with all of the friends that I've made, new and old. And I created something that from the start of me laying down the Super Mario Brothers, you know, main theme right in the beginning of that thing, and then arranging it and bringing on musicians and doing all the backing tracks. Every second of that project was pure bliss. It was so much fun. It was so much work. It was so fucking much editing. It was so much mixing and mastering and aligning and video. Oh my God, but getting to work with so many talented artists was just, oh man, it's insanity how much I was putting in like insane hours, but it didn't feel like it because it was just so much fun. And that's why I do this. That's why I do this. I do this for those experiences and those, and it's tough because something that I've fought with is seeing the view counts, you know? Every YouTuber deals with it. The people that are able to be unfazed by views and subscribers are in the minority, and it's such a small minority because even people with millions of subscribers still feel like they need more, and it never ends. And it feels so ungrateful. I feel so ungrateful and so negative and so dirty to just like look at people with more numbers and more subscribers and say, man, I want that, you know? Because it makes me feel ungrateful for what I do have. And what I am grateful for, I'm grateful for you watching this video. Like, you know, you watching my other videos, you sticking around. Those of you who watch me on Twitch fail miserably at Mario speedruns, or used to watch me do production streams and watch me have to do 50 takes for every single thing, or perform and screw up every note. And it's just like, man, it's like those connections, the connections with the people, that's what I look back on. And I say, it's not the videos that get the most views, you know? It's so shallow. It's the connections that I make with the friends that I do, and the connections that I make with you guys who watch me. And that's what's most important to me. So what's next? What's the next after year 4? I'm sure a lot of you guys are wondering. And I've thought a lot about it, and I'm probably gonna delete my channel. I'm kidding. Come on, I had to have had somebody going with that. All right, no. But really, I'm deleting it. It's all good. It's, tomorrow, the channel's all gone. All the videos are deleted. Anyways, I still would like to make weekly videos. And I'm going to work to continue making weekly videos that aren't within the structure of a project. What I've realized with year 4 is that because I've set myself up as this, I'm going to make a video game cover every week, no matter what. I have limited myself to what I can do. What I allow myself, what the frame that I have set, that limits what I'm allowed to do for me, not for you. Because again, I'm gonna repeat this. I've repeated this throughout all of the years. This channel is not for you. This channel is for me. These are challenges to make me better, you know, as a musician. And I appreciate, you know, the ever-loving fuck out of you for being here and supporting me and helping me make this a full-time job. But I always try to keep in touch with my roots. This was for me, you know? I hope that doesn't sound like that doesn't sound shitty. It took me a while to realize this because I've been, you know, I've almost had this Stockholm syndrome of like, video game music seems to work, so I better keep doing video game music. And it's, you know, and like you get stuck into this like, this autopilot mode where you just feel like, okay, this is successful. If and I don't know why. I don't know all of the intricate, I can't figure out a concrete reason why this is correct, why this works, and why people are latching onto it. But I don't want to screw it up, right? So you want to keep doing it. And that's what I've done. I've been stuck in that, you know? And there is other stuff I want to do, you know? Like, there is other stuff I want to do. I want to do movies. I want to do anime. I want to do K-pop. I want to cover Lady Gaga. I want to do all this weird shit, man. And I'm going to do it, you know? It's scary. I'm scared. I'm scared, man. But I want to do it, and I'm going to do it. And I hope you guys like it. So these next few months until I start some other crazy projects, crazy whatever, get ready for some weird shit. But first I need to take a break. So I'm gonna take a break from music for a little while. I'm gonna catch up on my life, you know, as I usually need to do after these year-long projects, but I'm gonna continue putting out the Q&As every Saturday. I will be making a Year 4 collection. The Year 4 collection may not have everything. It's not gonna have medleys because medleys are totally unlicensable. I always try to do this all as legally as possible. Some of the singles are probably gonna go away and I'm gonna be just posting, so you might not be able to buy these songs as singles pretty soon. So grab those while you can. It's just kind of the easiest way for me to do this right now, but some of them will remain singles. Some of them will still remain singles. But if there's any that you've been waiting on, grab them now because they're going away soon. On that note, I am going to be working to try to consolidate FamilyJules and FamilyJules 7X on those stores. A lot of you guys are like, why haven't you posted old stuff? Or where is all of your old stuff? All of my old stuff is under FamilyJules 7X as of right now, and all my new stuff is under FamilyJules. I want to move everything to FamilyJules, so I'm working on that. It's not as easy as it sounds. You can't just go in and change a name thing. I have to rip them all down and put them all back up, and it takes forever, but I will do it. I will get to it soon. I'm sorry for any confusion that's caused. Another thing I want to do more of, vlogs. I want to vlog the conventions I go to. I think, you know, not many people watch the NAMM vlog, but I don't care. It was fun. I think it came out cool. Adriana filmed that. Adriana Figueroa filmed the whole thing, and it was super fun. I loved editing it. I loved, you know, getting to show off my personality a little bit on YouTube. And I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be putting a lot more effort into doing that. I don't know if you can kind of tell from, you know, some of the things I've been thinking about and me thinking out loud, and most of this video just being a ramble. I didn't script any of this. I've been really inspired by some of the videos that my peers have made. Tsuko made a video where he was like, I'm quitting my job and stuff like that, and I was so brave, and I was just like, man, dude, go for it, man. You know, I see people doing these things, you know, how he wants to do more acapella and more rock stuff and kind of give up the kazoo stuff, and that's brave, dude. You know, like, the kazoo stuff is successful for him, you know, but he made the decision to say, that's not what I want to do, that's not who I want to be. I want to be making music that makes me happy, you know? I see like Smooth McGroove just released 2 videos. I'll link all these videos in the description, talking about being a real YouTuber, and you know, this whole thing on like Earth OS, which is just brilliant, and it's so good, and it made me reflect on a lot of the things that I need to kind of figure out about myself. I think I'm a pretty well put together person. I don't really consider myself a mess or a wreck, but you know, I'd like to self-reflect and make the decisions to do the stuff that I want to do. And what I want to do is weird shit. I want to do some weird shit with you guys. I want to do anime covers. I want to do all this stuff, and but I'm always gonna keep the focus on video game music. I'm not gonna give that up because I love video game music. I've been able, like, if I can cover video game music for 7 years and still not get sick of it, I think I've figured out where my niche is. There it is. It's right there. I also want to do more challenges. You guys loved the challenge I did back in year 3, and that was so much fun. And I want to do another one like that, but it's tough because I don't want to do contests. I don't like contests. I don't like musicians not feeling as good as other people, you know? I almost wish I didn't have winners in the challenge, you know? Because like, I know specifically people felt bad, you know? They felt like, how could I not be picked? And that doesn't make you feel good. That doesn't inspire musicians, in my opinion. That just keeps a hierarchy up, you know? And that's, you know, maybe that's how music should be. I'm not the one who can decide what music is and what it should be and how people should do their music. Everyone's gonna do it differently. There's plenty of people who are such better musicians because they were competitive with other people and maybe even shitty with people, or were shitty and realized something about themselves that made them better. All, you know, whatever. But for me personally, I feel like I don't want to put musicians on pedestals. We're all going through this musical journey, and those of us who are trying to become better musicians are doing that to become the best musicians that we can be, and you can't compare that. You can't compare the best musician that you can be to somebody else. So if I do another community challenge, I want to do it in a way that inspires people to do it, because, you know, obviously if you get to win stuff, like it's tough. It'd probably still have to be a winner or something, but man, like, anyways, I guess I'm just rambling. That's just my feelings on it, you know? Like, I want to do more challenges. That'd be cool. And finally, I really want to continue my old projects that I kind of left hanging, and not revisit them. I think actually particularly the top 10 medleys. I'd really like to revisit that format. It seemed like a lot of people liked it. Not at first, but I think people warmed up to it. Those are some of the biggest videos on my channel now, and maybe try to focus not in so much of just like the kinds of video game music, but maybe just like top 10 Zelda songs. Like, that could be cool, right? And lastly, I know a lot of you guys have asked me about this. Yeah, I want to do more super medleys. I want to do more community, like giant collaborative community medleys, like the one I did for Super Mario. And that's the plan. So clearly I have a lot of thinking to do, and I think that that's kind of the summation of this whole video. What's next? What's after year 4? I'm gonna do some thinking. And I'm gonna do some weird shit. I'm just gonna say thank you. My life is amazing. My life is amazing. I'm so happy with my life. And it's all thanks to me saying, hey, let's make video game music for a year. And then when I was done, I did it again. And when I was done, I did it again. And all the opportunities and all the amazing things that have happened to me have been because of that first decision to say, hey, the GoldenEye Dam the music might sound cool on guitar, so let's throw it down. It's amazing how one decision like that can, you know, butterfly effect into so much. I hope those of you guys out there, the artists out there who are afraid of putting their stuff out there that isn't perfect, set some deadlines, make a challenge for yourself. You never know what's gonna happen. I hated the stuff I put out, you know, for so long, years. I never talked about it, man, but like the first few years, I hated every single song I put out, every single cover. And it took so long for me to finally be proud of the things I was doing. And it would not have been possible because I'm just not wired. I'm not wired the way most people are, I don't think, to really be proud of something that you put out. And it took years of doing weekly videos for me to finally get to that part. I'm proud of what I'm doing now. I'm happy of the things that I'm doing now. So just go out there and make stuff. It's not gonna be perfect. You're always gonna look back on it and be like, whatever. I was young and I didn't know what I was doing. But it's such a better step than doing nothing and not finishing anything. So if you can't do it like I did, if you just can't do it, set a challenge for yourself. Figure out a way to get that stuff out there. But then when it gets to the point where, you know, when it gets to the point that you don't need that challenge anymore, move on. That's what I'm gonna do. I don't know if there's gonna be a year 5. There might be. I'm not gonna trick you guys into that again. There might be. We'll see. The future's open for me. Thank you guys so much for the support on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for the support on Twitch. Thank you guys so much for the support on Patreon. Thank you guys so much for the support everywhere. I love you guys. I wish nothing but the best for all of you. And I wish, you know, to inspire all of you guys to make positive, creative, you know, anything, whatever you do, but make it with love, I don't know. Just thank you so much. Go out there and make some cool shit, guys. I will see you guys soon.